You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got a new comings and goings update for your favorite soap opera. As you know, the revolving door of characters in and out of Salem is always spinning, but two fan favorite characters are back on the scene for upcoming arcs. That is Kristen DiMera and Lucas Horton. Let's talk about what they're doing when we see them both this week and who's out at your favorite soap. But first, if you haven't, we would appreciate it if you would click subscribe. It helps the channel so much. Thank you so much. Now let's dig right in. So Brady Black is having a really tough time right now in Days of Our Lives. So the last thing he needs is grief from his ex, Kristen DiMera. But she's about to deliver double helpings of it to the reformed bad boy. As you know, Tate Black has been arrested and wrongfully accused of giving drugs to comatose, overdosed Holly Jonas. Viewers know that she was the one who's actually been trying to push drugs on Tate ever since she came to town. But of course, E.J. DiMera dredged up Brady's addict past and also Theresa Donovan's. And EJ made it clear he thinks Brady and Theresa are junkie trash, and he thinks they passed their addict DNA down to Tate, who has now put his stepdaughter into a coma. That's the easy way for him to see it. But of course, EJ is, as usual, completely wrong about almost everything he is saying. And Brady's been clean of drugs for years, and he's been on the wagon from booze for quite a while too. But Kristen's going to show up at Marlena's place to read Brady the Riot Act, and it's all about Rachel Black. Remember, Brady was upset that Kristen didn't let him see Rachel over the holidays. And then she offered him some time with their daughter, and Brady didn't show up. So Kristen thinks he just blew off their daughter and hurt her feelings, and so she lays into him hard. But once he explains what is going on with Tate, Kristen backs off, realizing how awful all of this is. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any influence over her awful brother, EJ. I'm sure she can't get him to back off of Tate at all. So I have to wonder if Kristen's going to stick around long or if it's a drive-by where she screams at Brady and then leaves town. And of course, Brady is about to fall off the wagon, according to official spoilers. And if Kristen's around, he might make a mistake and wind up back in bed with her or something. This could get so messy. Also back on the scene for an arc is imprisoned Lucas Horton. Recall, he is still in jail for kidnapping his beloved Sami Brady. And of course, he set up EJ to go to Statesville for the crime he committed. Lucas could get an early end to his sentence, though, if he helps out Harris. Unfortunately, the DA usually has to sign off on deals like that, CI deals. So I wonder if Lucas is going to do this work and then EJ is going to try to cheat him out of that get out of jail free card. Sounds like something EJ would do. Not that you can really blame him, since Lucas framed EJ for the deed. So we will see Lucas Horton this week in scenes with his mom, Kate Roberts, and her pal, Harris Michaels, who just happens to be a detective looking into the drug trade. And Harris has been tasked by the mayor to clean up this tainted drug mess that's killing young people and put Holly in a coma. And since Lucas is locked up in the same joint as horrible Clyde Weston, Harris goes to Kate and Roman to ask their help. And it looks like if Lucas does help the cop, they may be able to get him out of Statesville sooner than expected. And Lucas on the loose in 2024 would be big fun. No doubt he agrees to help once he hears about what's going on in Salem, and that Holly is in a coma, and that Clyde's likely the one behind all the drugs being trafficked in Salem. Hopefully, though, Clyde will not get the better of Lucas when he inevitably catches him spying, because it's not like Lucas is exactly a rocket surgeon, right? And there's big news this week that Harris Michaels won't be around for too much longer. He's got a few months left since they taped so far ahead. But Steve Burton wrapped filming in December, and within a few weeks, you're also going to be seeing him over on General Hospital. If you happen to watch that show as well, he's going to be doing double duty, although he's only actively going to be working at General Hospital. Of course, he's not the only Days actor appearing on both soaps. Wally K plays Justin Kiriakis over here on Days, and he plays Ned Quartermain over on General Hospital, and he's been on both soaps for a good long while. For now, though, Burton is done at Days and only working at GH, even though he'll still be appearing on the Peacock soap for months to come, probably till June or July. I also wonder when he goes if Ava Vitale will also be leaving too, since Harris is her primary scene partner. Given how crowded Salem is and its storylines that get so packed full at any given time, they may usher her out in the wake of Harris's exit and just bring her back later, because that's what they do. You know, they send people out and then they bring them back later because they do have so many characters after all these decades. I also have to suspect that the time on Theresa's clock is ticking down. Can she stay in Salem after the horrible reveal that's coming? Hopefully, it won't be too much longer before everyone finds out Alex Kiriakis is not Victor's son, that Theresa lied and changed the will to rip Xander's legacy out of his hands and give it to Alex instead. It's not that there's a lot of people that'll feel too sorry for Xander. It's that they are going to be angry at what she has done to Alex and Justin's relationship. And given all the bridges Alex is burning with Justin and others while he thinks that he's Victor Kiriakis' biological son, this could be huge. And of course, you know, Alex will rage at Theresa and dump her, and so will other Kiriakis family members. Brady will join in the chorus, no doubt. Will there be room in Salem for her at all? I think there's not going to be room at the end or anything. I think she might end up having to go. Meanwhile, we have Holly in a coma and Tate in jail, but neither of them are leaving, in case you wondered. Hopefully this will resolve soon, and Holly will wake up and clear Tate's name, because her stepdad is tormenting this young guy on her behalf, and it's just not right. And one last note, we're still waiting on that Gabby recast confirmation. Seems like it should be soon. Stefan mentions her nonstop, and then this coming week, Ava covers by kissing him at the DiMera mansion. Remember, she lied to Harris about them having a fling, and she's trying to conceal the fib, but if word makes it back to Gabby, we may see her sooner than later. And if you didn't know, there was a casting call in July 2023 for a role on Days that is clearly Gabby's character. This is why I keep talking about the recast, because they had a casting call out for it. I mean, it was even everything exact down to preferred Latina. So if they had this casting call in July, which we know they did, and maybe they found someone, and if they started filming September or October, we actually could get a February sweeps reveal of the recast character, even if she was just shown in Statesville prison for a few weeks. We also had the casting news that Anna Lynn McCord was hired at Days and will be seen on screen in a few months, but she definitely does not fit Gabby's description. I still suspect she might be Abby DiMera back as an amnesiac or something after being revived by Rolf. We'll just have to wait and see on that, though. All right, that is all of my casting news for Days of Our Lives. Please click subscribe if you haven't and support our channel, and be sure to drop your comments and come back soon, because we are here talking Days every day of the week, and this is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.